Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to try and talk without getting emotional.
Maybe I should do it.
I'm a bit of a mess.
We are at Limehouse and we're on the almost turning round. We're at the entrance to a very famous river. Which river do you reckon it'll be? We're at the Aquavista Marina of Limehouse, as we said. We're at Limehouse. So we are here. The boat is just in the middle of there, I think.
There was 35 of them there this morning. It was much busier this morning.
We've lost a few out already. It's a little bit dangerous and silly of us, wasn't it, losing them? But they went out and they've gone down that way to the barrier.
They're on their way back up now. So this is all courtesy of St Pancras Cruising Club. So thank you, huge thank you to St Pancras Cruising Club for organising this weekend.
And well, it's been a peaceful trip, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we're out next.
Are we?
Up to, well, third lockout this afternoon, up to Teddington. So we hope you enjoy the trip with us. You can have a laugh at some of the preparations and the state of the inside of our boat, and then enjoy the trip with us.
So we're saying hello here. So push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and everybody here at Limehouse.
And we'll see you at Teddington.
And Brent.
Our last lock together before the big cruise tomorrow. After a long run around the marina, now back on the boat, out of the lock, Pauline and Derek next to us. We're turning left, and it is very windy. That way.
There.
That way.
Yes, but I'm not going to turn round and back to the boat on the wall.
And we're heading over towards the large wall by the big scary lock onto Thames. There's a few boats over there already, so we may get our own spot on the wall or we may rest up. We'll work that bit out when we get there.
Where are we going, darling?
Round to the left, right, sorry, get it right, round to the right.
After that boat on the right, or am I going down underneath the bridge?
Behind that wide beam to the right.
Okay.
It's very hard when you don't know a marina and it's large to work out where you've got to go. We had an absolutely lovely day with Pauline and Derek today, and we're looking forward to another lovely day tomorrow.
These relate to the cruise one going downstream to the barrier. I'll talk about those in a minute. And then there are three that apply to everybody in the afternoon as we go up through Blackfriars, Westminster and Hammersmith. When you leave the river, you can see I've got my crew on the front acting as lookout. They're giving a thumbs up on the upstream side.
What is it? It's not even 7 o'clock yet, is it?
6:30.
6:30 alarm this morning, so Paul can make a chocolate and beetroot cake ready for the big trip. Keep us all going. Absolute hive of activity here this morning in Limehouse Basin. Everyone's preparing for the cruise today. First lot of boats that are going down to Margaret Ness are leaving between 10 and 11. So we'll get some video of them leaving. And then those of us that are going straight up to Teddington are leaving between 4 and 5. So it's going to be an exciting day. It's perfect weather conditions at the moment. Let's hope it stays like it. It's time to say goodbye to Pauline and Derek for a few hours. How are you feeling?
Excited but nervous.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a strange feeling. So just untying you off the side of us.
Yes.
And then we'll come down to the lock and get some film of you leaving.
Oh, thank you.
Here come Pauline and Derek on Silver Fox. So they're one of 4 boats going into the lock. They're going to be the second lock to go out. First lot have already gone. It is beautiful weather condition.
It's not easy getting the front tied on. You know.
Here we go. Let's come under the bridge. And there they go, off down the river. Doesn't look too bad. They're not bobbing about too much at the moment. Let's hope it stays like it. Lou and Dave making their way slowly into the lock. Slowly pulling in up towards the boat in front of them. They've got Glenn and Lisa on board as crew today as well. Dave's just going to tie the front line on. So there's the risers on the sides of these locks. You have to tie obviously your bow and stern lines onto them. Here they come. So we've got extremes of sizes of boats in this lot. We've got a small, probably 30-foot narrowboat coming out first. And there's Lou and Dave on their 50-foot. There's a wide beam. And then I think the other one's probably about 57, looks about the same size as ours. Here come Lou and Dave and Lisa and Glenn on narrowboat change and pace. They're going down to sit down, they're going down beyond the barrier to Margaret Ness and then coming back up again this afternoon, and then all our groups join to go back up towards Teddington.
Enjoy, good luck.
Recording me, recording you! Here they come under the bridge, and then I'll run down to the end and catch them as they go out. Lou's going, oh my word, we're bobbing. Here she comes. See you later!
See how he's tipping?
So they have slowed right down, but there is an Uber coming into the landing down there, so I think they're probably waiting for the Uber to dock and they can get past before it gets going again and hopefully avoid that horrible Uber wash. The basin's emptying out slowly now. Most of the boats for the morning have gone. I think this is the last lot that's going out, and then it'll be 4 o'clock this afternoon before we all start going out. There's Duncan on the boat next to us. We're going out with him. He's our lead boat when we go out. This is the joys of preparing the boat ready for going out on the tidal river. All the CDs and DVDs have come off the shelf. Everything we've put down onto the floor and onto the sofa.
No, they're still going to...
Yeah, we'll move those baskets down onto the floor in a bit.
Check.
And I'll take you through and show you the bedroom because it's quite amusing. So that shelf is empty. We'll take the fruit bowl off, and then coming through to the bathroom, we have got storage in the shower so we can put some more stuff in the shower if we need to. And then in the bedroom, we folded the bed back, and we need to be able to safely get through to the front of the boat and out the front doors. So lots of stuff piled on the bed.
On the floor in the
yeah, so that we can get out to the front.
Just a jam hole.
Yeah, because we need to obviously be able to get in and out of the front to tie up in the lock, and then to, in the sake of an emergency, which God forbid we hope doesn't happen, we need to be able to throw the anchor out the front as well. I do feel very sick. I do keep crying. They are very emotional.
You'll be fine, darling.
Just waiting for our trip to start. We're counting down now. We should all be starting to move quite soon. So just thought we'd come down and get a piece of video of the lock empty before they fill it so you can see it. Not long to 0 hour now, so everyone's just doing the last minute preparations. We'll be the 3rd lock that goes out, so we've been told to be ready for about 3:30. Boat next to us, Lancing, is going in the first group, so we will be moving across shortly to make space for them to go out. Duncan, our lead boat for the trip, is next to us. We're about to set off and head into the lock. My stomach is in absolute knots. The engine's running. We're just waiting for the lock to fill and we'll be heading in. You can see the other 2 boats in our group both in front of us, and we will be coming out of the lock last onto the river. In we go. Going to go past Chugabug on the way as well. They're in the next lock that's going to go. They'll be following us down afterwards. See you in a bit. So here we are in the lock. They'll be shutting the gate shortly, and then we'll be going down. You can just see Paul there on the front of the boat. He's just tying the front up. Got this boat tied next to us. And we're going down. Down we go. Try not to look too scared. Down they go. Here we go. Just coming out of the lock at Limehouse Marina. Get to wave. Bon voyage! Bon voyage! bumpy. You see the Shard? Bye guys! There they go. Out onto the Thames.
How you feeling, honey?
Just need the nerves to settle.
Okay, we're all right for a bit. Yeah? You're doing fine, darling.
It is a bit choppy, and there's an Uber coming, so it's going to get choppier. Just about see the other two boats in front of us. See the Uber ready to hold on tight. So it's about to get bumpy again. We've got a trip boat going past us, just coming up behind us, and there is one coming down the other way as well. So it'll be a bit choppy again. We're just going past gun wharfs and a few work boats that are moored over on the side as well. Shipboat going past, people waving. You can see how bumpy it is now, and it's going to get more bumpy. There's more big craft coming past, and this is the bit that makes me really nervous.
You'll be fine, darling.
You can see the Shard in front of us and Tower Bridge. We're about to go bumpety bump because we got an Uber just passing us. This is where it gets really busy from here up to Westminster. Lots and lots of boats, and it's going to be a bit choppy. I'll try not to squeal.
Huh?
I'll try not to squeal.
You squeal, darling. Huh?
This is the really busy part of the river. Got really choppy then as well, just as we were trying to throw our boat to the boat behind us. But hey, all part of the fun. See them behind us. So a long tow to Teddington by the looks of it, unless they can get it sorted. We're going to get bouncy again. We're going to go under Tower Bridge. We did do a tour of Tower Bridge when we were here in April, and we haven't put that out on our video yet, so we might pop that in at the end of here, because when we were up on that top blue part, the bridge opened, so we had a fantastic view of the bridge opening, so we'll pop that on this video.
You will swing in.
Here we go, under the bridge.
I'm not paying attention to
No,
you.
I will.
Right.
There we go, under the bridge. London Bridge next. My nerves were starting to settle.
It's fine.
Now we're towing as well. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's got the dog on the roof of the boat.
Really? And
Sorry.
there's just an Uber coming out as well.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Uber! Just tell her about the Uber.
That Uber's been nice, and he's been nice and gentle. Shard there. HMS Belfast, we're just going past as well in front of the Shard. We've got London Bridge next, and again, lots of pleasure craft and trip boats
That later.
and lots of waves.
Honey, so I'm not there trying to reel it in. You're alright.
So the boat behind us is up and running again now. So they're going to take the boat their end, because obviously we don't want to bring it this end because it'll go around our prop. Quite choppy up here, probably because there's so many bridges. That's obviously going to affect it as well. We're heading straight for the bridge.
Alright, you're alright. Relax.
And this is Southern Bridge, and then we've got the Millennium Bridge next. Got the Globe, Shakespeare's Globe, to our port side. Across that way by the looks of it.
Turning right round. It could be. Into that. Way. Concentrating on the river.
Boats moored in the middle of the river there. We're now number 3 in our queue again. The boat that we had towed has gone past us, now he's going again. And you can see the MI5 buildings just up ahead of us. And we'll very soon be able to see Big Ben and Houses of Parliament. Won't be long. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing alright. I'm just very conscious of what's going on around me. Like with boats coming up behind, because we've got another Uber that you might not be able to see. Not getting too close to the people in front, and dodging the ships that want to jump in between us. Towing's been wonderful.
And reassuring Mrs. Nervous at the same time.
And looking after the wife, yes. But we're doing alright. Now we've slowed down again.
There we go, Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. And the London Eye.
And frozen yogurt.
So we're almost through the worst of the conditions. It does calm down once we get up past Westminster. There's not as many trip boats, and the current does get a little bit gentler. Should be able to see some of the rest of the group at some stage, either in front of us or behind us, because they were coming back up from Margaretness down by the barrier, and we were meant to all be joining in clumps, but we haven't seen any of them yet. We do know one of them broke down, but we don't know who that was, so we hope they're okay. I'm trying to relax and enjoy it a bit more now, trying to get rid of these nerves.
Look, Mum, no hands!
He's enjoying himself, going past the party boat, dancing.
Pride boat, wasn't it?
It's Pride weekend in London. Obviously we've not been able to join in with, but hey ho. There we go, really good view of Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament now. There is another commercial boat just come off its mooring, but they are being really considerate, to be fair. So that's good.
Hundreds of people's photos for the future.
We will, won't we? Westminster Bridge now. Walked past across there just a few times.
Yeah.
I do love being in London.
Seeing it from a different view now on
Yeah.
your own boat, baby.
We are.
And you're going to talk about the little sticky markers, don't you?
What sticky markers?
The sticky markers to say don't get like Houses of Parliament. Them little yellow markers.
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to stop over by the yellow markers by the Houses of Parliament. If you do, you'll get shot because they think you're trying to blow them up, apparently. I can hear Big Ben.
No, it stopped. That's not good. So here you go. Tash is tillering as we go past Westminster.
Now it's calmed down. I wasn't confident enough to do it with those waves.
You were fine, darling. And you would have done it if you'd had to.
I would have done it, well, I did have to when we were having the tow rope on for the boat. But yeah, wasn't ideal.
She's done a fantastic job of
I did
being
get this out of the lock
confident.
as well, didn't I?
You did. You've done very, very well.
Every time my nerves settle, something else goes wrong, so our engine just conked out.
It'll have been the silt in the towing the other boat, like, it pulls water, doesn't it? And with the bouncing, it's just disturbed the sill and it's just gone into the filter.
So we have got going again. The lead boat did turn around to come back and tow us, but they don't need to, but they're going to stick behind us just in case we have any more issues, because both our front boats have had issues so far.
Like I say, it's only just a bit in the filter.
But it's calmer now, so
We'll get some Teddington and then turn around and change the filters.
yeah, we have got spare filters, so we can change them before we come back down to Brentford next week. Battersea power station there to our port side. That is one of the places we would like to visit. We haven't managed it this time, but we'll do it another time. Some houseboats over that side as well.
On the river.
Yeah, and looks like a party boat with the lights on next to it. There we go, good view there of Battersea power station. Can't really see it, but just behind those trees over there is where Chelsea Flower Show has been, and where the Chelsea pensioners, I can't remember what it's called, I'll have to look it up and put it on the bottom because my brain's not working very well with all the stress of today. But yes, we're just going through Chelsea. Beautiful bridge ahead of us. And then over that side is a temple, which again, we'll have to look up and see what it is.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I'll look it up and put it below for you. There are lots of stunning bridges along the Thames. So this one is Albert Bridge, and this one's lit up at night time, and it really does look beautiful. I drove across Battersea Road Bridge, the next bridge down, going to work the morning of Paul's marathon weekend, and could see this lit up, and it really was stunning. It is amazing how quickly it's changed, hasn't it, from being really rough and wavy to really quite calm now. It's really remarkable. Once you get past Westminster, the change
It
is
won't go in
huge.
minutes. There's an Uber behind.
There is, but he has slowed right down. I don't know where he's going. I don't know where the Uber stop is down here. You can see the other two boats in front of us. There goes the Uber boat. A few waves come again now, but not as bad as it was further back down. And like we said earlier, they have been really considerate, so that's been really good. I do hear some stories about them not being so considerate, but the ones we've seen today have been great. Going past Chelsea Wharf now. I'll look up some information about that and pop it below for you. You can just see them there. We're just going past London heliport. There is a couple of helicopters there. As we did so well collecting football clubs on video in Birmingham, we've collected a few down here. This one we're going past now is Fulham. So this very plush looking building is Harrods Furniture Depository apparently. Again, we'll look up some more information and pop it down below for you. Another stunning bridge, we've got Hammersmith Bridge next. We know our friends Pauline and Derek on Silver Fox aren't that far in front, because as we were going under Fulham Bridge, they were coming under Hammersmith Bridge. So they will look into Teddington before us, but for all the people sat on the banks and walking on the banks of the Thames today, it's been quite a spectacle with 35 narrow boats going up. Not something you see every day.
On the flight path into Heathrow, just below Barnes Rail Bridge, we're heading up towards, but we've got to that point of time where we now have to watch out for these types of crafts instead. Rowers,
Gentler than Ubers.
just a little bit slower, do just as much damage to wooden ones. How cultured are we? Grapes, cheese and crackers on the Thames. What do you say? Yum yum?
Yum yum.
Yum yum. So, a nice Saturday evening cruise, and we've just come past Chiswick Marina and Chiswick Road Bridge, and we're heading up to Kew Rail Bridge, I think it is. We're still behind the other two, and I think this is going to be a party boat, looking at how many people's on it, but it's a cruise boat, so enjoy as it comes past. Nice day to be doing it. So
We have been so fortunate with weather, with how rubbish the weather has been this summer, we've been so fortunate today.
Give them a wave, everyone.
So we say goodbye to Tiger Lily here. They're peeling off and going into Brentford, and then we're carrying on up to Teddington. We have spotted another boat up there. We have spotted another group of narrowboats a little way behind us, so we may see them soon. They may catch us up.
Some in front of us as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
And there's another group in front of us, so that's probably Pauline and Derek's group in front of us. So we know they were going a bit slower than anticipated because one of the boats with them has had problems with their engine. So, and we probably will all converge together a bit more now, coming up towards Teddington. Another hour or so to go.
Possibly.
It's probably going to be about 9 o'clock tonight before we get there. So we're still munching our cheese and biscuits at the moment. We're coming back down from Teddington to Brentford on Monday. So the good thing is, with that big aluminium coloured sculpture on the end, gives you a good marking point, so you know where you need to peel off and go up the channel to the Thames lock and then through to the Brentford lock. Again, what a huge contrast, having come through London City and now we've come past Brentford and it's really rural and tranquil and green and lovely. It's a beautiful evening. Continuing in the beautiful evening and sunshine, this bridge is Twickenham Bridge. There is another boat in the mix now as well. We're just trying to work out if he was one of the original flotilla or someone that's just enjoying a bit of evening boating. Great way to spend Saturday evening messing about on the river. It is nice down here. Now I'm guessing there's probably a bar just down there with lots of people sat outside. Lovely spot here at Richmond. Everyone enjoying the sunshine finally. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but there's a line of about 9 of us now, we think.
7 I can see.
And then there's 2 or 3 behind us as well. So the flotilla's really come together as we're heading up towards Teddington, which is really exciting and really nice. We've got 11 boats in front of us, we believe. Pauline and Derek are number 6. And then behind us is 3 more boats, and we think Tuggerbug is the 3rd one. It's just a bit difficult to tell because of the distance, but they did come out on the lock behind us, so we think they're the 3rd boat back. Apart from the scary bits, it has been a good day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a very long day. It's been a good afternoon once we got out the lock. It was a very long day waiting to come out of the lock because we didn't come out until about 4:30, so it did make it a long morning, especially with being so nervous.
Well, speak
But
for yourself.
yeah, that's what I mean. But it has been lovely, despite the rocky bits.
Some beautiful sights as
There
we've gone.
has, and actually now getting towards Teddington Lock as a group, we've all come back together again, and there's about 15 or 16 of us all in a long line, which is really, really nice that we're all up together to go through the locks together. You can really see the collection of boats now, like we say. See the light on the lock now, just around the corner, so we're not that far off. The boats are going up through the locks, but more boats are gathering, and it is really busy down here. We've got Tuggerbug behind us, and then Lou and Dave on Narrowboat changing pace, just moored up on the left hand side there with the flashy lights on. Pauline and Derek have managed to get through the lock on Silver Fox. So there are 2 locks here at Teddington, but unfortunately there's only one of them working. So the lock is ready, but we're still not sure how many boats can go in. So we're just slowly following the queue, and we'll just wait on the landing if we can't get in this one. There we go, entrance to Teddington Lock. The light's on green, but that means nothing when there's like 10 boats in front. There we go, we managed to get into the lock, and there's another one coming in behind us, and there's still some more queued. We'll do a head count in a minute and see how many of us if there are, but there's quite a few. I reckon there'll be 12 in here once everyone's in.
Derek's down there. You can breast up to us. We're right at the end.
So we've managed to moor up. We are before abreast because it is busy, obviously, with lots of us having come up. But it's a lovely evening, and I'm just going to go back down and see if I can video the last bit for Julia and Ralph's for them as they videoed us coming out this morning.
I'm not sure how far, you just have to keep watching.
Returning the favour for you. Hello, wow. That was a rocky ride in places, wasn't it?
Just slightly interesting.
It was an amazing experience though. How many people can say they've taken their home on the River Thames?
And towed somebody else's.
Yeah, the towing of someone else and our engine decided needing a rest wasn't ideal.
But there you go. That's the invalidation of the insurance for the rest of the trip.
But huge thank you to St Pancras Cruising Club for amazing flotilla each year, and we're really lucky to have been able to take part in it.
Very much so. What else can we
And to
say?
have shared it with so many of our boating friends as well was a really lovely experience.
The weather was great for us.
We were so lucky with the weather considering what it's been like this summer.
And within reason, it was a bit of a mill pond once you got past the initial
It was.
bit.
There was obviously the busy bit around Westminster from Tower Bridge up to government buildings, but other than that, it was amazing, wasn't it?
And then Uber, Clippers, whatever they are.
They were so considerate. You hear so many horror stories, but they were amazing. They were really considerate.
Yeah.
So all in all, successful trip. Would highly recommend it.
Everybody's loved it. Everybody's turned around and just paid so many compliments to everything, haven't they?
Yeah, it's really well
right across.
organised.
We've spent the morning talking to people that have still been about. Some have gone back down to Limehouse today for what was it, 7:30 this morning?
6, 7 o'clock this morning they left here back down to Limehouse.
So that's back that way, and then we've got people that have gone that way up to Kingston upon Thames and gone off to the top end of the Thames, haven't we, towards Oxford.
And we're going down to
Can you get that
Brentford.
point?
And we're going back that way to Brentford tomorrow to go back up the Grand Union and let Tash see what she's
The
missed.
bits I missed on the way down.
On the way down.
So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
Push that button, ring that bell. It's free to the world and the Thames.
See you next week.
See you later.